We are Cactus Wrestling. Make sure you hit that like button and subscribe so you don't miss out on future videos.
Welcome back to Cactus Wrestling. Today we are doing 197 pounds bracket breakdown for the 2024 NCAA Wrestling Tournament. We're going through every single matchup for every single weight class. You may have already seen our 184 and our heavyweight. Now we're doing 197 and be on the lookout for every other weight. So let's start this tournament up and begin. Crawford and Bates. That's John Crawford of Franklin Marshall, Evan Bates of Northwestern.
I had more respect for Northwestern than Franklin and Marshall, despite the fact that Northwestern has a losing record. I went with Bates.
How dare you? I also went with Bates, but like we've said in every other one,
yes,
Aaron Brooks. It's going to be a matter of how much he wins by.
I've been saying it all year. It's like if he wants to win by more, he's gonna win by more. It's just like, how many points do I want to score in this match?
Mm-hmm.
So,
it's a Wyoming guy,
Joseph Novak of Wyoming, and Luke Stout of Princeton.
I went with Novak.
I did not.
He just likes Wyoming. You know, him and his Newtown guys love
big Wyoming fan. Guys. That's it.
I went with Luke Stout.
I did as well.
Big physical dude, so I was thinking Luke Stout.
I tried for those Wyoming fans. I tried.
You tried. Stephen Little of Little Rock. Shout out Little Rock.
Yeah, man.
What a 5 or 6 maybe qualifiers this year.
Yeah, they had a good showing for sure.
What a program on the rise, man! Like that's exciting. You know, and it
out of nowhere.
It kind of spits in the face too of the NIL stuff of guys like that are like, we can't win because we don't have, XYZ. And you have a program that's saying, hey, we're small, but we're mighty and we're not going anywhere. And we're going to really build from here. I mean, any success they have here is going to help with the recruiting process.
The biggest question I had was why they joined the Pac-12 instead of like the ACC or the SoCon or the MAC. Like, why go to the West Coast? But yeah.
I chose Little.
I chose Little all the way.
Oh, yeah. Clean sweep.
All right. Benjamin Smith of CSU and Stephen Buchanan of Oklahoma.
I was very high on Buchanan earlier in the year, but it's cooled a little bit. But I still went with Buchanan here.
Yeah, he's still the better wrestler, but definitely not at the level that I expect him to be for the season. And, it wears on you.
Yeah.
Yeah, only 2 losses Buchanan has. Jacob Cardenas of Cornell versus Jack Wymeyer of Columbia.
EIWA matchup.
There's a lot of hate. They're like, separate the conference round matchups, but it's kind of hard to do that, especially with Big Ten, where you have 11 qualifiers.
You're seeding freaking 33 guys. Like, it's gonna happen.
I chose Cardenas.
Yeah,
Cardenas. Yeah, for sure. I was very confident.
No crazy first round.
This weight in general, I feel like is going to be one of the most to go chalk, like closest to chalk.
Which is crazy because looking back at last year, I feel like
197 was all over the place.
It was all over the place last year.
197 was the 125 of this year.
All right. Max Stout of Pitt versus Rocky Elam. Rocky Elam, the 12. Seems a little.
I thought that was pretty low for Rocky.
He's 11-3.
Got 3 losses. Like
dangerous 12 seed.
Yeah, the very dangerous 12 seed. I picked him to win.
I did too. Levi Hopkins of Campbell versus Evan Bachman of Utah Valley.
Bachman is who I thought was going to win here.
Whoa.
No, that's not true. Bachman is who I thought was going to lose here. My best.
I think, Campbell program has been on the rise.
Yeah, Campbell, that was the whole reason I chose them.
Well, Colat was a great coach for several years before going to Navy, and I think he really helped, reestablish a great culture there, and they're building off of that.
I agree. Justin Rademacher, Oregon State. Michael Beard. For the bonus points.
Yeah, Beard's like one of the leading tech fall guys in the country. I gotta go.
Hey, he'd be a great pick for your fantasy lineup if you haven't completed that already.
I bet he'd be a good Penn State wrestler too.
Well,
Tanner Sloan.
Never transfer.
Tanner Sloan's South Dakota State versus Sam Mitchell of Buffalo.
Going with
Tanner
Sloan.
Sloan. He's only got the one loss. Like, it's going to be Tanner Sloan.
Runner-up last year. Wyatt Volker, UNI, or Paz?
I love Paz.
I went Paz, yeah.
Yeah, I did too.
They're gonna get harder soon, but Paz is someone I'm.
Big Ten matchup: Jackson Smith, Garrett Joles.
I'm pretty sure that Jackson Smith majored Jarrett Joles, so I went with Jackson Smith.
I kind of thought Jackson was a criminally low 11. I know he didn't have the best Big Ten performance. I think he finished fourth, but you're talking about a guy that was ranked as high as like third or even second, I think, during the season.
Yeah, and I mean the Big Ten tournament is like
Yeah.
it's his own national.
Yeah, it's
caliber.
it's so tough.
Yeah. Luke Serber, Okie State, Lou Dupre.
Louis!
Big Lou.
Big Lou, come on.
Yeah, I had Lou beating Serber. Serber's tough. I know Serber's on my fantasy team, but Serber ain't doing crap.
Wow. Zach Glazier versus Sandy Smith.
Hidden gem. Zach
Glazier's
Glazier.
been Iowa, the pride and joy of Iowa. I had Glazier here.
Yeah, put some respect to his name. Another Big Ten matchup: Luke Giag or Silas Allred, Nebraska.
All red.
All red.
Yeah, I did Allred too.
Yeah, I think we've gone with the.
I don't think we
higher
picked
seed
a
every
single
time so far.
Yeah, there's been one. I think the first one between
Nope.
Stout and
You mean Crawford Bates?
Yeah.
You know, Stout. We picked Stout.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
We have not picked a.
We're going by the seeds on this one.
Like I said, this bracket's going chalk pretty well.
Max Shaw.
I picked Shaw. Yeah.
See,
I'm actually going Stemmet.
Wow.
I think that I wouldn't be surprised. The Stanford program's great, and
I wish I could support that, but I chose Shaw as well.
I'd love to, but can't.
All right, and Trent
Idley.
I went with Kinsey.
Did you?
No, of course not. No, I mean no disrespect. Just Trent Idley. I really think this is the one. This is the most accurate 1-2 we're gonna get this year in any way.
Yeah.
Yes, I agree. Okay.
Yeah, Luke Stout's gonna get messed up here.
Yeah,
yes, he is. He sure is.
This one's a more interesting matchup, though. I feel like these two guys wrestled kind of similar, and
I believe Buchanan lost a little, if I'm correct. Earlier this year.
That might be right. I don't remember.
I'm pulling it up right now.
Yeah, I don't know that one for sure.
Stephen Buchanan. He's got 2 losses on the season.
He had a loss, 4-1 loss to Stephen Buchanan on November 17th, Oklahoma Little Rock duel.
Well, I took that into account.
No way, he beat Stephen Little.
Yes, I was saying
yes, I took that into account and figured, you know what? It's later in the season. Little Rock's better. Let's go with Little.
I'm gonna go with Little over Buchanan, but I think Buchanan's gonna wrestle back well.
Wow. I don't have any other reason why, but I also chose Little here.
Clean sweep for Little.
I'm
putting my eggs into the Little Rock basket in general. I'm gonna pick them a lot.
Now, I mean, you guys might call me crazy, but I feel like Rocky Elam, despite being 11-3 in the 12 seed, is grossly underseeded. And I picked Rocky Elam to knock off Cardenas. Cardenas has been, I want to kind of say hit or miss. Like he's been solid, but I feel like not in my mind. I would not foresee him being the 5 seed. So to me, I was like, Elam's got this.
He has lost to Cardenas this year 4-0 though.
Yeah, I know. I saw that. And I didn't care because that Missouri has been sick all year. Plus, they're finally healthy.
That's true.
If I remember, I thought Elam had an injury around December as well.
They've not been at 100% all year. I feel like this is when they're going to be the best they're going to be. And Cornell, some of their guys really do not show up for this tournament. And I think that Cardenas is going to be one of those guys that doesn't show up and gets knocked off.
Cornell only had 2 national champs last year.
Yeah, but
average.
One of them is gone and the other's lost twice this year.
Yeah, but they might have 2 again this year.
Or they could have none.
Yeah,
I mean, they could have 8. Who knows?
I don't think
Win,
that
Rocky,
accurate
win.
at all.
I despite that, I'm just teasing. I also put Rocky Elam for the upset.
Beard. I feel like Beard motors through
Oh,
this.
Beard's gonna kill him.
Beard is so good. I just wish that he was. Maybe he gives Aaron Brooks a closer showing, but last time they wrestled, it wasn't. So who knows? Okay, Tanner Sloan,
Yep.
SDSU, and Paz.
I think Sloan, but Paz is going to be, he's a tough guy to wrestle, just in general.
I mean, yeah, Paz, he All-American, then he had the injury, and then he's finally saying he's as healthy as he's ever been, but he still doesn't seem to be. I don't think he's good enough where he's gonna knock off Sloan.
Yeah, Sloan is that guy. All right, Jackson Smith, Lou Dupree. Lou Dupree beat him, I think, last year or 2 years ago. It was his last match before getting injured for the year. And but hey, Jackson Smith's come a long way. I actually said Jackson Smith here.
I don't want to, rain on the Binghamton parade, but I did pick Smith.
Wow, we all thought Smith because I picked Smith as well. I
It's
was
tough
like,
because
Lou, you lost to
well,
Cardenas after beating him. That was one of the big things that I was like, come on, man. You beat him like 7-3 and then you lost 8-3. Like, that's just not. And I think, yeah, Jackson Smith's improved a lot. He's probably going to get the win there.
yeah, this is a match Glazier's looking forward to.
Yes, sir. I picked Zach Glazier.
Yeah, I picked Glazier as well. I think he's going to definitely get through all red again.
Hidley for the major.
I don't even think that's going to be a close match. like I think Hidley's cruising to the quarters there.
What's crazy is like both Brooks and Hidley went up a weight class this year, and I feel like their bonus rate has improved this year.
Yeah,
even going up a weight.
Well, yeah, no, they're not as tired being at lighter weight. 13 pounds really helps.
Aaron Brooks, yes. All in favor, say aye.
I didn't think Little had. He's not the guy to do it. If there's anyone, it is not Little.
All right, this one could be interesting. Rocky Elam versus Michael Beard.
So I thought this was going to be a very interesting matchup. So interesting that I chose Rocky Elam.
What?
Wow.
I thought that he was going to knock off Beard because for some reason, like last year, Beard I feel like underperformed at NCAAs. He didn't make the podium despite having beaten Max Dean during the year, and Max Dean took 7th or 8th. Like, I think Rocky Elam, fully healthy, is going to be able to pull off the upset here.
I'm going with Beard all day. I'm hoping for Beard versus Brooks semis.
I was thinking that. I was like, oh yeah, look at that, former teammates. Now one of them is going to be a national finalist, but I still went.
I was mistaken. I thought Beard and Brooks had wrestled, but I was mistaken.
No, Brooks was sick. He didn't wreck that.
Yeah, they were supposed to.
Yeah.
Yes, I mistake that. Beard's only loss is to Trent Hidley, and that was by major.
Yeah, he got messed
good.
up. Yep, I watched that.
Which is pretty good because Hidley's been doing more.
Yeah, pretty dang good.
I chose Michael Beard here.
Drat. Rocky, I had you.
Tanner Sloan, Jackson Smith.
I think this is going to be a really good match. If this goes together, I think Smith, when he's on, is great, and Tanner Sloan is always awesome.
I mean, he was the 10 seed last year when he made the finals.
Yeah. I am going to go with a Big Ten guy, call it a Big Ten bias. I just think Jackson Smith, up until Big Tens, was having the better season.
Wow, you went Jackson Smith here?
I did. But again, it could be a Big Ten thing. I think that Jackson Smith is a criminally low 11.
It is.
I mean, yeah, that is lower than I would. Like a Lamb, it's lower than I would have thought he would have gotten.
Mike, who'd you choose?
I went with Tanner Sloan.
I did too. Sorry.
He's only got the one loss. Like, he's too consistent.
Yeah, definitely.
Mr. Consistency.
Can Zach Glazier take down Hercules here? Hoagie Boy Hidley.
No. Hoagie Boy is going to run right through him with that mountain man strength, and I don't think that Glazier's going to be able to handle it.
Yes, that
All right,
is.
wait. So let's just look. We have the 1 versus 4, 2 versus 3.
Yeah. Wow.
Hey. I
Oh,
had
boring.
1 verse 12.
Okay.
2
Well,
verse 3.
this is actually exciting because I didn't realize that they hadn't wrestled before.
Oh, I knew.
That
Yeah.
granted, Beard and Max Dean, they matched up last year. Um, but man, it's tough. That's a tough task ahead. I'm picking Aaron Brooks here.
I
I
mean,
can't
I
not
picked
pick
Aaron Brooks over Elam, but I'd also pick him over Beard.
But could we potentially see a Spencer Lee situation where he gets upset and he's going for his 4th title and he gets upset in the semifinals?
No, because Aaron Brooks is a better wrestler.
But anyone can get caught and make a single mistake and get pinned.
Has
Uh,
Aaron Brooks been pinned in his college career?
How could you say Aaron Brooks is a better wrestler when Spencer Lee has what, 1, 2 Hodges?
yeah, but how many times was Spencer Lee pinned? He was pinned multiple times in his college career, like multiple.
Yeah, I don't
Like
think Brooks is going
more,
to get pinned.
like not only that, more losses in his college career, more times getting pinned in his college career. Um,
Okay, wait. The only fair way to come to a consensus here is by asking the comments down below. Who's a
yeah,
better wrestler, Aaron Brooks or Spencer Lee?
that's what everyone wants to know. Yeah, that's what
after
this
Aaron
whole
gets
video is
his,
about.
that's the
Spencer
really big one.
Lee or Aaron Brooks.
It's such a
And people are gonna be
random.
like, "Oh, well, look at all this freestyle success Spencer Lee had. I know it's coming." They're like, "Yeah, in 2017, he was awesome at freestyle."
Well, Spencer Lee says he's the healthiest he's ever been
Just wait
since
until
high
he gets his
school.
Olympic gold this
Yeah,
year.
he said that, and then he injury defaulted out of the out of tournaments. And I look, I think he's probably gonna be our rep at 57 kilo. But you are bananas if you think that he is a better wrestler than Aaron Brooks. I mean, Aaron Brooks had to wrestle David Taylor, who is a multiple time world champion. He beat a guy that took bronze up a weight class at Senior Worlds
Spencer Lee
this
just
past
hasn't
year.
had his opportunity yet. He's been too busy in the
Like,
NCAA scene.
not to knock Nico Megaludis, but Spencer Lee has had now 2 very close matches with him. And Nico's like, yeah, dude, I wrestle for fun on the weekends. Like, I have a job and I'm in my 30s.
Good old Nico.
Anyway, comment down below. What do you guys think? It's a weird tangent we went on there. Tanner Sloan, Trent Hidley.
I
I'm
mean,
going Trent. I think that this
I
is going
think
to
it'll be a
be,
competitive match, but I don't think Tanner Sloan's going to pull it off.
I think this is the destined 197 final of 1 versus 2.
You know,
Yeah.
Tanner Sloan, you know who his one loss in the year was too?
Jackson
Dave
Smith.
Petrini.
Jackson Smith.
No, I knew that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
8-2, but we all chose Tanner Sloan.
I
No,
picked
I
Jackson
didn't think
Smith.
Jackson Smith was going to pull off the upset.
I
Yeah.
picked Smith. You guys didn't. Keep that in
All right,
mind
so here it
when he
is.
wins.
Here it is. I know that Mike Long doesn't think Hidley has a chance here, but does he
What
have a
define
chance?
a chance?
Well,
He
do you
could
think
win.
it's going to be competitive at least?
I don't think it's going to be a major.
All right.
I would be willing to bet Aaron Brooks wins. My guess by 5 points. I think that the 3-point takedown is going to make a big difference. I think Aaron can get, you know, a takedown, like maybe 2 takedowns, then he gives up a late escape to win by 5. I think that's how it's going to work.
I think it's going to be closer than that, but I still think Brooks is going to win.
How close are you expecting?
I could see it being like
Within
4-2,
1
3
or 2,
points or
really?
less.
Okay.
4-2, 5-2, maybe something like that.
Like basically like a takedown difference.
The thing is, I don't think Aaron Brooks. I think he's like, I just need to win. I don't need to do anything because the team title is going to go to Penn State. It's going to be very tough for them to not win the team title, and he's going to be like, why would I want to wrestle out of my control? He goes, I just want to do enough to win, get a quality national champion.
Well, if you have that mindset, then that's where mistakes happen. So,
I guess we'll see what happens though. I mean, I feel very comfortable picking Aaron.
yeah.
I think
I mean, that being said, I also picked Brooks, but it is hard to win 4 national titles, especially when you have a guy who's also undefeated and been murdering people this season. So, drop a comment down below. What do you think of 197? Who is going to win? What'd you think of our picks? Drop them all down in the comment section below. And thanks for watching Cactus Wrestling.
Thanks for watching. We are Cactus Wrestling, and we'll see you next time on our next video.